Test, test, test. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Mic 1, 2. Mic test, 1, 2, 3. The TCNJ Lions come back from the Thanksgiving Day break, and it's a battle here at Loucks as they take on the Rider University Broncs. This is the television home for TCNJ Ice Hockey right here on Lions Hockey Live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into Loucks Ice Center here in Lawrenceville, New Jersey for tonight's Southeast Region contest between the TCNJ Lions and the Rider University Broncs. Cody Decker here for Lions Hockey Live. We thank you for joining us on this Friday evening. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving with your families, and let's get right into it. It's great to be back here for some more hockey in a weekend that will be a round out of the semester for a lot of teams around the ACHA. And TCNJ, however, have not played a game in 2 weeks, but they did get some good news. And that good news is that TCNJ was awarded a victory against University of Pennsylvania. Penn was forced to forfeit that game due to an ineligible player. So if you look at the current standings in the Colonial, and I haven't released them in a little while, but if you saw the change and you follow the Colonial on Twitter, you've seen that Penn has gone down from 23 points to 21, and TCNJ has gone from 17 to 19 points. So now TCNJ currently at 9-0-1 in the Colonial, 19 points, second place, and an overall record of 10-6-1. So that's a good sign for the Lions. They get a game back from Penn, and obviously they'll see the Quakers again later in the season. Currently, unofficially, because of not being in good standing, quote-unquote, TCNJ would currently be sitting in the 23rd spot in the Southeast region. And a couple key players to watch for them tonight. Anthony D'Alto still holds the points lead for the team. 7 goals, 14 assists, a power play goal, and a game-winning goal on the season. But Chris Hastings, who has been playing stellar in the last couple of games, has really come up onto D'Alto's tail. 14 goals, 6 assists, total of 20 points on the season. 3 power play goals and a game-winning goal. And the top defenseman for the Lions, by the numbers, still remains to be Travis Benny. 5 goals, 10 assists, 15 points. 3 of those goals coming on the power play and 2 game-winning goals on the season. Although Jamison Dugan has been really good on the power play as well. He has 5 power play goals. As for the goaltending situation, tonight will be Mike Lajewski. 11 games played, 5.5 record, 3.37 goals against average, and an .898 save percentage. Looking at the Rider University Broncs, currently sitting at 11-5 on the season. They are 1-2 in the MAC North Division, and they are officially 10th in the Southeast Region rankings. So when you're talking about that critical top 10 when it comes to the rankings and being allowed to go to regionals, Rider is hanging on to one of the last couple spots. Before the break, they defeated Westchester by a score of 3-2. And a couple key players to watch for them tonight. Chris Waleko, 15 goals, 14 assists, holds the points lead and goal lead. Total of 29 points. 2 power play goals, 2 shorthanded goals, 4 game-winning goals on the season. Justin Tiso has 12 goals and 12 assists, 24 points. 4 power play goals, 3 shorthanded goals, 2 game-winning goals. And their top defenseman, wearing number 18, is Michael Dalfara. 3 goals, 9 assists, total of 12 points, 2 power play goals, and 2 game-winning goals on the season. It will be Angelo Perry in net tonight for the Broncs. He's played 7 games with a 4-3 record, 2.86 goals against average, and a .902 save percentage, including a shutout. These two teams met earlier in the season on October 5th in the Lawrenceville Showcase Final, and the Broncs defeated the Lions by a score of 2-0. Both Rider goals came in the third period. Nick Reguero's goal was assisted by Mike Kaufman, and John Martino's goal was assisted by Alessandro Mancuso and David Lee. Angelo Perry was perfect, saved 21 shots, and Mike Lajewski was very much tested in this first meeting had to save 45 of 47 in the defeat. Both the power plays went unsuccessful. Rider went 0 for 3, while TCNJ went 0 for 4. Obviously, a headline in this game you have to think about. You haven't played in 2 weeks. Neither side has. It's going to be a little tough to get the feet churning, and trying to get this weekend to be an opportunity where, for a game like this, try and make a mark in your rankings. Try and win this game, win it by a lot of goals, and just go get that win. For TCNJ, they certainly need it, and for Rider, if they want to try and take a step up in the rankings and not have to hang on to that 10 spot, they need a win here today. So, big implications in regards to the rankings. They've been coming out every Thursday. The ACHA has been releasing them. So now it's starting to get to the point where these games get more and more critical. And this is certainly one of them here tonight. The Bronx and the Lions live here from Lawrenceville. We'll come back with the starting lineups, the national anthem, and the puck drop coming up in a few moments right here on Lions Hockey Live. Pre-game festivities over, and we are set to go for tonight's Southeast Region contest between the TCNJ Lions and the Rider University Bronx. Again, Cody Decker here with you from Laux Ice Center. We thank you for joining us, and let's give you the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First, for your Lions on defense, it'll be Mark Teachin and Travis Benny. The forwards, Andrew Lem and Chris Hastings, centered by Ryan Anderson, and the goaltender is Mike Lajewski. For the Bronx on defense, it'll be Mike Kaufman and Eddie Coyne. The forwards, DJ Suker, Tyler Gajwarowski, and Nick Leland. The goaltender is Angelo Perry. Hope you've worked off your calories from Thanksgiving. It's time to get back to hockey. And the Lions and the Bronx doing battle, both in their respective home rinks. It is a Rider home game here tonight. Face-off won by Anderson, and we are underway. Benny off the far boards, going to throw it down to the Rider zone. Kaufman will retrieve it. This comes past center. Foot race to the puck. Lajewski going to come out and play it to the far side. Leland able to hold in. He will throw it across. Anderson going to play this around. Benny trying to chip it up along the far boards. Comes to the end board. Anderson with a hit, and another hit there on Anderson, and he looks a little shaken up as the Lions clear this down, and they'll wave off the icing call. Both teams will change. Kaufman looking to start the rush. Throws towards center off a stick. It'll be taken by Jamison Dugan. Throwing off the near board. Comes behind the cage. Justin Tiso with his first touch of the puck. Able to take it here. TJ Evan. And a good intercept by Cantelmo. Throws it off a skate. And JP Kelly will send it down to the Rider end. Good pressure from Martin. Comes to the corner. And able to retrieve it is Chris Waleko. Has the points lead and goal lead for Rider. Good keep here by TCNJ as Kelly comes into the corner with it. Unable to work it past Michael Jinks. Dugan trying to get it to Kelly. Rider able to clear it out. Went off the end of Cantelmo's stick, so there is no icing here. Cantelmo will throw up for Matt Lajewski. Comes off his skate. Cantelmo able to clear out to the neutral zone. Dylan Quinn trying to get past the defense. Dugan trying to box out a man, trying to get to that box. That's John Martino chipping at the puck. Comes to the point. The shot blocked in front. Bouncing puck comes to the far circle and cleared out to the far board. Martino bouncing puck on net, sticked away by Lajewski. And now Matt Lajewski going to play across for Dugan. Dugan unable to clear. Good pressure here from Quinn. And a big check there on Lajewski. This is going to be floated out. Arm up and icing called here against the Lions. 17:42 to go in the first. And let's give you your goaltender matchup for tonight's contest first. We'll go down to Mike Lajewski since we're headed down his end. 11 games played, 5-5 record, 3.37 goals against average, and an .898 save percentage. Angelo Perry, 7 games played, 4-3 record, 2.86 goals against average, and a .902 save percentage with a shutout. As this comes to the corner, TCNJ looking to work it out. That thrown towards net, intercepted by Cantelmo. And this will be gloved out by Patrick Coyle. Nice move by Tiso to get through two defenders. The shot sticked away by Lajewski. Evan will play it back to the point. Nick Ruggiero plays up for Tiso. Plays it back to the point. The shot deflection and a score! Mike Kaufman on the initial shot. Looks like it went off a defender in front, and it's 1-0 Rider. .254 into the period. That's one thing you can't let Rider do. You can't allow them to settle in with, especially the Tiso line, and allow them to move the puck around. So an early 1-0 lead here for Rider. Suma from the neutral zone. He's going to lift it out of play. Rider head coach Sean Levin wasn't here for the first meeting back in October. He was helping to assist the ACHA Men's Division II Selects team in Russia. So this is the first time he's able to see the Lions firsthand. As Martino going to be able to wind it across. And now Jinx playing up off the stick of Leland. Played towards the blue line, knocked down by Sean Leonard. Here's Leonard with a shot, pat away by Perry. In deep. Leonard out on the wing tonight, opposite of Anthony D'Alto, centered by Mike Hannigan. Chipped up in the air, glove down by Hannigan. He will send it in deep. Looking to find D'Alto. He's driven into the boards. D'Alto trying to work the puck away. It's intercepted here by Leland. The Rider captain able to float it to center. And Suma was unable to keep in on a good effort, but puck crossed the line, and the faceoff will come out to the neutral zone. 16:03 to go in the first. Rider with a 3-1 lead in shots and a 1-0 lead on the board. Face-off win for Martin, but unable to win it back cleanly as Martino, gets tripped down to the ice, and a penalty coming here against the Lions. I thought there was a penalty. It looks like somebody may have crashed to the net there. That's why we got the stoppage. TCNJ can't change. Rider will change a few men. As this comes out to the near side, Kaufman able to throw it in deep. Played back to the point. Good stick handling here. No look pass to the near circle. Throwing it in front on net. Bad save, Lajewski. And he's able to close it up for the whistle. 15:36 left here in the first. Lions coming off a win at NJIT before the Thanksgiving break. In a game that looked like NJIT was looking to steal one. Shot there. Saved by Lajewski. Rebound try. And Lajewski holds on. Waleko there on the rebound. A game that was very loosely played by the Lions, especially in the first two periods. But they were able to reset, and in the third period put on a flurry of goals en route to the win. Shot there, glove save for Lajewski on Kaufman, and now Cantelmo with it. He'll play across for Dugan. Dugan passes up to Lem. He gets tied up. Lajewski tried to get to the puck. This thrown up. And this will be covered up by Lajewski, and Rider has to reset as they had a man offside. This thrown across and down, deep in the Rider zone. Lem trying to box out his man. Lajewski looking to get to the puck here. Martino's trying to scoop it out. Shot by Dugan, blocked and into the protective netting. 14:47 left in the first. Rider already with 6 shots on net. In the previous meeting, Rider had 47 shots compared to TCNJ's 21. Face-off win here for Rider, and they're looking to break out. Sent around by Sutcher, and this will come to the near side. Teachin retrieving deep in his own end. Played up for Hannigan. Hannigan across for Teachin. Teachin looking to throw it up to Hannigan. Hannigan unable to touch it, and it's an icing call against the Lions. Mentioned how even the littlest of a break, not playing for a week, can maybe inhibit your ability to move the puck around and get your skates moving. Right now, Lions aren't moving the puck too well. Suma trying to go up the far side. Chipping at it is Tiso. He's able to get it back in deep. Teachin on the retrieval. Going to backhand across to the corner. Suma has to go get it. This played to Leonard off his glove, kept in by Rider, and then cleared out by Suma. Knocked down by the stick of Hannigan at center. And now Leonard will send it in, and TCNJ will make a change. Waleko fires a pass across. Tiso, quick pass up for Evan, and now trying to send Waleko on his way. Turning around here is Teachin, thrown toward the blue line, kept in by Tiso. And now Kelly looks up, trying to throw a pass across, but that's a costly turnover. Here's Leland. Leland trying to backhand one towards the slot. Tiso throws back to the point. Off the far boards, in deep. Michael Klein trying to wind it around. Shot, deflection, goes wide. Vidusic looking to get to the puck here. Lions could desperately use a clear, and instead Rider sends the puck out themselves. That deflects right off the pad of Lajewski, but Rider had to tag up. Hastings will throw it around. And Rider very quick to get the puck up ice. This one will bounce to Lajewski, and he'll leave it for Benny. Benny off the end board. Here's Ryan Anderson. Anderson throwing it across, but Hastings is coming off for a change. Anderson knocks that puck down with a high stick. Faceoff will come in the TCNJ zone to the right of Lajewski. 12:38 left here in the first. Rider with a 1-0 lead. The goal coming from Mike Kaufman. 2 minutes and 34 seconds into this first period. Benny across for Anderson. Throws it off the near glass. And this worked right back in. Vidusic trying to play up ice. Hits a stick in front. And now Coyne looking to play up for Martino off the end of his stick. Benny able to get to the puck first. He winds it around for Anderson. Anderson reversing. Back for now Vidusic. Vidusic looking to send Lem on his way. Able to work the puck out. Vidusic for Benny in their own end. Works it past the legs of Martino. Coyne able to play across in his own end. Rider's so good in transition. Here's Martino. Able to send it across. Good cut out there by Benny. Off the skate of Tiso. Lions just going to float this to center. And that's going to deflect over to Perry. Jared Roy playing across. And now here's Evan. Gets hip checked into the far boards. Allowing Dugan to get the puck here. Thrown off the boards, but kept in the zone. Tiso. Good puck handling here. Plays it back. The shot goes wide for Reguero. Hannigan able to work it out to center. And Reguero will throw it right back down. Rider in the midst of a change. That'll allow the Lions to set up and try and go in transition here. Dialto lost possession. Suma able to get the puck out, and Rider's offside. 10:47 left here in the first period. Still a 1-0 lead for the Bronx. Faceoff will come far side. It'll be Lelam and Coyle. Coyle able to win this back to Teachin. Teachin across for Benny. Benny off the far boards. Krugliak swing and a miss. Good foot race to the block. Nice hustle here by Coyle. He looked to throw it in front. It was blocked, though. And now Guy Warowski able to throw this up. Could be a 2-on-1 for the Bronx. And one of the linesmen gets in the way of that opportunity. Teachin able to throw towards the blue line. Sent on net by Coyle, and it'll be corralled by Perry. 10:13 left in the first. Face-off win here for Rider. This is wound all the way around. No icing here. Dugan going to retrieve it in his own end. Looking to set it up here as Kelly will chip this up. In deep with it, Kaufman gets hit. Hastings playing towards the blue line. Nobody there, though. Cantelmo going to throw it across for Dugan. Dugan playing up. Taken away by Kaufman. He will just send it in. And a one-man change here for Rider. Lions looking to go again here. Cantelmo and Hastings not on the same page. Taken here, trying to throw it towards the slot. Good cut out there by the Lions. Cantelmo trying to get it up to Martin. Comes loose to the circle. Slap shot by Tiso and a glove save for Lejewski. If you're the Lions there, you don't want to turn the puck over to Tiso like that. Lejewski bails the defense out there. 9:11 left here in the first. And a face-off win for the Bronx. Shot from the point, blocked in front. Jinks able to throw in deep for Martino. Looking to throw a pass towards the slot. Comes to the far side. The shot is blocked by Suma. And he's a little uneasy right now. As Teachin throws this across out of harm's way. Suma will play it up for Anderson. Rider trying to shoot it back down to the TCNJ end. Lem trying to play up for Anderson. And now Jinks trying to work this up the near side. This will be sent down. Dalfara gets hit by Lejewski, but he's able to get the control back. Sucher looking to go. Could be a 4-on-2 for Rider if they want it. Sucher just throws it in deep. Foot race to the puck there with Lem. And now Guy Warowski throwing in deep. Trying to send back to the point. They do. Shot blocked by Leonard. That was Dalfara on the chance. Rider again will get another offensive zone faceoff. 7:59 left in the first. Shots on goal 7-2 in favor of the Bronx. Face-off win for the Lions. Vidusik plays across. Benny looking up. Has Dialto. Able to touch pass it up to Leonard. And a hit laid there at the blue line, but Coyle now with it. Looking to send towards net. Coyle, the shot. Tough angle saved by Perry. Loose to the circle. This will be cleared out. And Benny will float it back into the Rider end. Off the near boards, here's Leland. Leland gets his stick lifted by Coyle, turns to a turnover. And now Leonard all alone is just going to float it to the near corner. It'll be picked up by Roy. Lions trying to beef up the pressure. Turnover here. Touched up to Kelly. The shot off the shoulder of Perry. Dialto able to keep in. Looking to throw it across, but he threw it off of Waleko. Now Waleko all alone. The shot saved by Lejewski. Puck stuck near the end board. Waleko trying to kick it along. Evans able to get it out. Shot deflection, save Lejewski, still loose in the slot. Cleared out by Dialto. He's looking for Kelly, who was by the blue line. But Rider very smart on that play to cut that out. Tiso with a shot, glove save Lejewski, and he will pounce on it. .6:30 to go here in the first period. That was Rider's 10th shot on net. Face off far side. It'll be Evan taking it against Martin. And they're going to chase Evan out. Waleko will take it, and Waleko does the job. As Tiso look to throw it around. Cantelmo on the takeaway. Gets it up to Hastings. Chipped up Here's Martin. Martin looking to throw it across. Kelly was all alone in the slot. Unable to get it to him, though. This played up. Evan, 2-on-1. Evan the shot, pad save, and a good cutout there by Dugan as Waleko was right behind him. Transition opportunity. Hastings gets it up to Martin. Martin will throw it in deep for Kelly. Kelly looking, goes back to the point. Cantelmo's shot. And it looks like it went wide there. Kelly trying to get to the puck. He's boxed out. Lajewski getting in there. And now Cantelmo back towards the blue line. Kelly in deep to the slot. That's covered up by Perry. 5:37 to go in the first. Still a 1-0 lead for the Bronx. Leland to take the face off at the far side against Anderson. It's a face-off win for Leland, and the Bronx able to work this out. Dalfara playing to the far side. Good poke check away by Suma. Suma playing defense tonight. Good cut out there by Anderson. He'll throw it around to the far boards, but no Lion in sight as Suma kicks it along. Comes loose to center. It'll be poked up by Leland. Shot pad save for Lajewski. Comes loose to the slot. Suma unable to get it out. Another shot attempt blocked in front. Goes wide of the net. And now Martino able to play back to the point. Here's Jenks. In deep. Near corner. Klein. Able to play it off the far board. Comes back to Jenks. Jenks shot blocked in front. Jenks again here at the point. Trying to work on the far side. Cut out by Suma. And it's knocked down by a high stick. It was played by the Lions. We play on. Dalfara facing four defenders. Sends toward net. Sticked by Lajewski, and he will put the lid on it. 4:16 left here in the first. Shots on goal 13-5 in favor of Rider. Rider currently in a place as far as their division is concerned where they're not used to being. Currently in third place. Obviously Rowan being undefeated and Penn State playing well in league play still has the Bronx currently in the third spot in a tough MAC North division. But they've been taking care of business otherwise. Again, 11-5 on the season. And 10th in the Southeast. As Benny will float this to center. Roy will play it off the near boards. Comes to Vidusik, and he looks up, trying to get it across. But again, another pass that doesn't hit its mark for TCNJ. Nice move through the circle, trying to throw it across. But Vidusik kicked it into the far corner. Coyle gets the puck taken away from him. Thrown across. Tiso trying to work past Vidusik. Vidusik with a little shove to the boards. Comes toward the blue line. Tiso able to throw it towards the slot. And a player goes down to the ice. That's Evans. Still kept in the shot. And a stick save for Lajewski. Good pressure here from the Bronx. Slap shot. Pad save for Lajewski, and we're going to get a whistle here as the net came off the mooring. 2:56 left here in the first period. Been mostly all Rider. TCNJ has had a few minutes of some good transition opportunities, but not really any established offense. Off the face, off the shot, saved by Lajewski. Quinn looked to play it in deep, knocked down, and now Coyle is able to get the puck out. Coyne looking to go with it here. Pass the defense, looking to center, trying to stuff it in. Is David Lee, still comes loose to the slot, and now Vidusic's able to get the puck out. Trying to send up towards the center. Cantelmo up for Kelly. He's just trying to throw it down, but it's stuck here at the near boards. Martino able to play across for Coyne. Coyne looks, plays up the far side to center, and a good touch pass. Here's Klein. Klein with the shot. It's like it went off the side of the post there as Kelly gets it over to Cantelmo, but Cantelmo turns the puck over. Cantelmo trying to get back to the puck on one knee, unable to get the puck out. Guy Warowski to the corner. Back in deep in the TCNJ end, trying to work it here with Leland. Cantelmo across for Dugan. Dugan off the boards. Looking to get to Kelly. Good poke check by Guy Warowski. And now Dugan up for Kelly. He'll dump in. Lions in the middle of a change. Good move here from Leland. Able to rattle it in deep. And a bit of a tie up there, and Dugan stuck there with Leland behind the play, as now the Lions looking to make an opportunity out of it. Lajewski for Dialto. Good move by Dialto. Able to maintain control. Centers for Lajewski. Lajewski, the shot blocked in front and into the corner. Good keep by Teachin. Tees up a slap shot. Deflection. Save. Perry. 30 seconds left here in the period. Suma up for Dialto. Played back to Suma. Able to play it through the circle. Lajewski back for Suma. 20 seconds left in the period. Looking to throw it towards the slot. Cleared out to the near boards. And Rider's able to get it out of harm's way. Final 10 seconds here in the period. Teachin will play off the near boards. Looking to get it to Dialto. Thrown down. No icing, and that'll do it for the first period. Rider with a 1-0 lead through the first 20 minutes of play. The lone goal in the period coming from Mike Kaufman, his second goal on the season, and his seventh point on the season. And the shots on goal stand in that period 16-6 in favor of the Bronx. It's a period that, I'm going to say I expected it or didn't expect it. I kind of expected things to be a little slow on the TCNJ end. It looks like they did a little shuffling in the lines. So, that's to be expected after the first period. They really need to kind of start these rushes a little bit better. So they just need to really work around these, these issues to start out the rush, and then, maybe things can get clicking. But it seems like some of the line changes have been a little bit of an issue. Otherwise, for Rider, really good start. Able to get the first goal in the game, obviously. They came out flying. Obviously, they're a fast team. Able to work the puck around well, and that the fact that a defenseman ended up getting their first goal, that's a good sign for them because, their forwards are as talented as they are. But to have their defense get involved in the production, that's only going to help them as the season wears on. And 16 shots on net. Pretty solid first period for the Bronx. TCNJ needs to shore up some things defensively, but I would say the main priority in your conversation in the locker room has to be the offensive philosophy and the offensive game plan. Maybe something needs to be changed if you're Coach Duco. So through the first period, 1-0 the score in favor of Rider. Coming up in just a minute, We're going to have a special interview here at Laux Ice Center. The president of the College of New Jersey, Dr. Kate Foster, is here, and I'll talk to her in just a minute. You won't want to miss this interview. We'll come back with that in just a minute right here on Lions Hockey Live. Stay tuned. Welcome back here to Laux Ice Center, here with Dr. Kate Foster, the president of the College of New Jersey. Dr. Foster, it's great to have you here. Thank you for coming tonight.
I'm delighted to be here. This is my first game of TCNJ Club Hockey, and I'm thrilled that I came. First of all, I showed up and they gave me this great, awesome gift of a jersey, so I must turn around and show it to you.
Yes, absolutely. It's great to see the colors.
Everybody has that. Yeah. I know, it's great. Well, normally they have the pads in them, so I'm not quite filling it out yet, but I got the drill, and it's just fantastic.
Well, so maybe you have to go home. Yeah, maybe you have to go home and buy some pads and get on the full game.
I think if anything happens in the game, and they suddenly need somebody to come in and do a real replacement, I'm already suited up. I'm ready to go.
You're the emergency goaltender, right?
No, I would never be a goaltender. Let me tell you, my first impressions of this game. It's unbelievably fast. I mean, those of you who are seeing it on the video, you're seeing it in a certain way, but when you're here right next to the rink, it's such a fast-paced game. You can't imagine how they stop any of the pucks. And then the players have skill that's unbelievable. I've been really struck by the quality of the play. I normally would watch hockey on TV, and so you're thinking, wow, this is, when you get there in person, it's so much faster. Yep. And it's really, I know everybody will laugh at me when I say this, but it feels like a professional game to me. The boards are getting hit, and the people are going around, the pucks flying around. The referees have a really hard time because they have to skate back and skate forward and everything. So it's a very impressive display of athleticism out there today.
Yeah, these guys are absolutely very talented. They've been playing their whole life, and now they're on the college stage, which is great to see. Speaking of club sports, let's actually talk about that a little bit at the college. Obviously, hockey is not maybe one of the most popular club sports out there, but you guys definitely offer a ton of club sports at the college. What are you seeing as far as the involvement is concerned and just the growth of club sports at the university?
Yeah, so club sports is a really interesting process because the student fees pay for a lot of the beginning of the club sports. In other words, they're clubs and organizations that's distinct from a varsity team, but they have just as much sort of commitment to the team. They have uniforms, they have coaches, and so it's a really professionalized kind of club sports there. So you say it's not one of the more popular ones, but the roster's really big for club hockey here, so that's really impressive. But then you get the squads like rugby go out, the soccer goes out, the lacrosse goes out, and you really go down to these games and you think, oh, I'm just going to go watch a club game. You get to the games and it would be hard to tell them from varsity games in many cases. I mean, they really play against the other schools. So although you say club, it really feels to me like it's a very, very sophisticated kind of athletics at the college. So we love that because for people who come out and they have other interests. Maybe it's student government, maybe it's their academics, maybe it's some other kind of club, but they really want to keep up doing something that maybe they did in high school, or just get started in a new sport that they haven't played before. They can come out for a club sport and really find themselves amongst people that are like I said, at a very high level of play. So we're thrilled about club sports. It's a real high hallmark of the College of New Jersey. Athletics in general, and club sports is a big part of that.
The ACHA as a whole, everybody, is just kind of gaining more and more attention, especially around playoff time, so look out for that as well. Let's just talk about the college in general. Obviously, at least from what I've seen, and I graduated from Rowan University a few years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But
I feel sorry for you, Cody. You missed a real opportunity there. College of New Jersey.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, New Jersey College as a whole, I think, are very much growing. There's a lot of students who are getting accepted, and a lot of colleges are trying to maybe, let's say, climb up to Rutgers and try and get to their level and things like that. So can you tell me a little bit about maybe how the College of New Jersey and how it's grown over in recent years, and maybe some things that you're working on?
So it's a really interesting thing that you're using growth and enrollment, because the College of New Jersey really is trying to stay about the same size that it is. It's highly selective. It's more selective than Rutgers, even in the state of New Jersey, in terms of applications and acceptances. And we know what we do well, and we do that undergraduate, traditional age student, residential setting. We do that very, very well. We're tops in the state for that. And so we don't have the growth aspiration of others. We think we are the right size for the kind of schooling that we do. An excellent array of programs. The academic menu is really broad. People come in for the quality of the programs, for the accreditation of the programs. So we've got about 7,000 students right now, undergraduates. There was a time back in the history of the college, back into the 70s and 80s, when it had probably closer to 10,000. They planned the decline. They went down low to about 6,000. Now we've crept back up to 7,000, but it's about the right size there. We have most of the students are living on campus or very near to campus. So we have a feel of the kind of private experience that you get. And it's really an education that's unparalleled for any other kind of thing you do. So I think I have the best job in the whole country, and I say that with a great deal of affection for my colleagues who are at other colleges and universities, but the College of New Jersey is an absolute gem, and it is a place that any people out there listening that are really thinking about a school that cares deeply about its community and deeply about the quality of its academics. This is a great place to take a look at.
All right, and one final thing. Let's get back to the hockey, and we'll end with the hockey. Do you think TCNJ is going to climb back in this game? Obviously, they're only down a goal. From what you've seen, do you think they have what it takes to climb back in this game?
So they have what it takes. It's really interesting. Rider came out strong, and I think they're a very fast team. I mean, I'm watching. The quality of their players is also very good, very fast. They got a goal that went off the goal. It looked like it went off the goalie's mitt, which is a really tough way to lose a goal. We've held them there, but they've played at our end of the field a lot. So I think what we need to do is kind of focus our offense a little bit. I mean, you're talking to a person who doesn't know anything really about the game, but from what I've observed, right? First time, like rookie beginner's luck here. But I've, kind of focused on really getting the offense in gear, because I think we've had a couple of opportunities, but we've got to take some shots on goal. And yeah, absolutely, I think so. It's only 1-0. There's a long time in this game to go, and I think I'm really confident that we're going to give them a real run for their money in the second half. The second period and the third period. Right. Sorry, so focused on other kinds of games.
That's okay. Yeah. It's all good. Dr. Foster, we thank you for being here, first of all, tonight. Obviously, it's great that you get to see the exposure of the club sports in action, and we just thank you for being a part of this tonight and spending some time to talk with me.
Yeah, thanks. I really appreciate it a lot, and I'm really thrilled that these games have audio and video on them as well, so thanks for all you're doing as well for the team.
No problem at all. It's really my pleasure, and it's great to get TCNJ's name out there. So, yeah, thank you very much. All right, that's Dr. Foster. Again, we appreciate her coming out here tonight. We'll be back with the second period in just a little bit. You're watching TCNJ Ice Hockey right here on Lions Hockey Live. Back here live for the second period. What a great interview we had for the TCNJ president, Dr. Foster. We appreciate her coming on and expanding more on the college as well as club sports in general. And I got to tell you, for somebody who gave their first analysis of hockey, I think she did a tremendous job. I'd like to offer to her if she would like to be my color commentator at some point. I think she did an incredible job. So special thank you to Dr. Foster again for being here tonight and taking part in this game and being able to talk to us about the college. Meanwhile, we have a 1-0 game here. Rider striking early in that first period, and they win the face-off here to start the second. And tell you what, Dr. Foster pretty much repeated what I said as the intermission was starting. TCNJ needs to pick it up offensively, and I don't know if that's a change in philosophy or game plan or what it is, but hopefully they can get their skates moving here in the second. They're down in shots on goal by 10 as Hastings will float this down into the Rider end. Guy Warowski trying to play back. Slap shot, teed up by Suma, deflection, and a pad save for Perry. That was Hastings with good position there in front. Hastings works a defender off of him. Able to play back to the point. Nobody there, though. And this will spin all the way down into the TCNJ zone. Teachin off the stick of Hastings. Looks like they waved off the icing. Will play on as Kaufman, the lone goal scorer thus far, able to work this across off a stick. Waleko trying to send towards net. Good block by Teachin. Lem spinning, unable to keep control. Suma able to punch it up the far side, trying to get it to Lem. And a good takeaway here by Suma, trying to work through the circle and tried to work it towards the blue paint, but it went across the slot instead. This will be chipped up, and the Lions were offside there. Lajewski was unable to hold. As this is sent down, and they've called icing here against the Lions. 18:23 left here in the second period. Referees are gathering together here, and looks like they're going to negate the icing call. They're going to say that Hastings was over the line. So face-off's going to come at center ice. Anderson to take the face-off here against Evan, and Tiso trying to get a head start. And Coach Levin trying to make his point. And looks like the argument he tried to make is unsuccessful. And a big hit there by Evan on Cantelmo. This comes over to the far corner now. Lem trying to play this past Ruggiero. This will come back out towards the blue line. Cantelmo backhanding off the near side. Glove down, but in the neutral zone. He's able to get it up to Anderson. Anderson chipping one to the far boards. Lem playing in deep. Anderson in a reverse ice here, gets it to Dugan. Gloved up by Lajewski, sets it down to himself, faces some pressure, and this is cleared out here by Rider. Cantelmo racing to the puck. Waleko trying to turn around a pass for Tiso, but it's intercepted by Dugan. Lem now dropping it back. Anderson with a shot, went high of the crossbar. Leonard able to keep in, throws it toward the slot. This thrown up here for Tiso. Tiso working it past the legs of Dugan. One-on-one here, and Dugan unable to get his stick as it was stuck to Tiso there as this is wound around. Guy Warowski trying to play in deep. Dugan off the end board. Leland trying to play towards the slot. Second chance at it here. Gets pushed by Leonard. Comes out to the point, but it's out past the stick of Ruggiero. And Rider wants to reset the turnover there and a save off the shot by Hannigan. Golden opportunity there for Hannigan. You don't see Rider make too many mistakes like that in their defensive zone. As Hannigan tries to throw towards the slot, off a body. Krugliak tried to check Leland there, and Leland with another hit away from the play. Here's Vidusik with a shot, blocked in front. Majewski coming out, and he stands tall there on Klein. High risk, high reward play right there by Majewski. This worked up, blocked by the skate of Benny, and he's trying to find Coyle, but Coyle was facing the other way. Near side, trying to throw towards the slot, and taken away here by the Bronx. Ruggiero throwing it down. Rider changes out their defense pairing. Krugliak unable to get the puck here. Thrown towards the slot. Shot goes wide for Quinn. Broski able to chip the puck out to center. Played back. Coyne for Kaufman. Kaufman around for Coyne. Coyne able to throw it up. And off the boards, Hastings, this glove down. Rider's offside. .15-11 left here in the second period. Still a 1-0 Rider lead. Face-off here near side. It's Martin and Evan. Martin on the face-off win. Throws a pass across for Kelly. He will wind it around. Looking to send Hastings on his way. Digging it out is Martin. Near corner. Back across now. Tie up. Benny with a shot. Knocked down. And now Rider looking to go in transition. Here's Evan. Good poke check from Suma. Evan able to maintain control. Throws across for Kaufman. The shot blocked by Teachin, and he will throw it down into the Rider end. Rider looking to go back at it quick. Here's Evan. Evan throwing it across to the circle, turning around Suma, but he's unable to get the puck out. Pass thrown across, good cut out there by Teachin. And in deep now, Waleko navigating, throws it off the paddle. Majewski comes loose to the blue paint, and he'll cover up. 18th shot on net for Rider. 4:16 left here in the second period. Shots were 16-6 in the first. 2-1 so far. Just about 6 minutes into the second period. Leland to take the face-off against Majewski, and Leland with the win. Thrown back towards the point. The shot. Pat save Majewski. Teachin able to get it out of the high percentage area to the far boards, and TCNJ gets a clear here. Dalfara across for Jinx, off a stick, comes to center, and it'll be retrieved by David Lee. Dalfara tried to play it up. Suma sending back down, now a little back and forth. Comes loose to the far circle. Anderson is looking to dig it out, can't. The shot goes wide for Jinx. Suma hit to the boards, this sent down. Now Rider looking to go at it again. Arm up. Icing is called here against the Bronx. And a collision here away from the play. And going to the box will be Sucher, Donald Searcher. DJ Searcher, that is. Going to the box. It's going to be 2 minutes for roughing, and now TCNJ is going to head to the power play, and believe it or not, it's our first power play of the game. Official call is unsportsmanlike at the 12:33 mark left here in the period. Shot there blocked in front and goes into the protective netting. TCNJ's power play currently operating at about 23%, while the Rider penalty kill currently at 87%. And there's a clear here off the faceoff win by the Bronx. Lajewski able to wind around to the far side. D'Alto cuts off Tiso, and they'll look to start this rush. Teaching for D'Alto. Unable to handle it cleanly through his skates. And now Dugan looking to go. He'll dump in. Jinks to the puck. Played off the skate of D'Alto, past the cage. Kelly able to keep in. Kelly across for Dugan. The shot saved by Perry. 12:54 to go in the second. 1:22 left on the power play for the Lions. D'Alto with the face-off win. One back to Dugan. The shot, deflection, stuck in the slot. Kelly, nice sliding play to keep in, but this chip past him. Leland will punch it ahead, and Dugan retrieves it in his own zone. Trying to play it out. Good intercept and a good wind around by Evan. D'Alto looking to play up for Hastings, but it goes past him. And is sent down by Coyne. Dugan looking to get it to Teachin. Gets past him. D'Alto gets pinned to the boards, and another clear by the Bronx. 40 seconds left on the power play. Lajewski trying to get it up in the midst of a change. Hastings with the shot, and a save by Perry. Just nicked it off his left arm there. As Hastings in deep, looks around, gets it back to Dugan. Played across for Benny. Benny with the shot. Stick save, Perry. Swatted away by a glove, and Dugan able to keep in. That goes off a helmet and to center, but it does the job as the clear was made. Just 5 seconds left on the power play. Benny off the stick of Anderson. Now Suma looking to go. Suma, nice move by him. Looking to play in deep, but the power play has expired. Suma trying to maintain balance here. Looking to play back for Anderson. Comes back to Benny. Looking to throw it in deep for Martin, but a good takeaway by Waleko. Benny chipping into the circle, gloved up by Coyne. And now Waleko looking to get it past Benny here. Nice move by him, centers it. Shot thrown on net, pad save for Lajewski. And he'll hold on. That was Eddie Coyne cutting in towards the blue paint. 11:01 left in the second. 1-0 Rider lead. Shots on goal 20-10 in favor of the Bronx. 4 aside this period. And 3 shots on net during that power play for TCNJ. Benny to the corner. Rider with good pressure here on the forecheck as Benny looking to get the puck out. Comes to Tiso. He'll play it back for Dalfara. Dalfara across for Jinks. Throwing out the far boards. And taking it here is Suma looking to start the rush. And another pass. Missed. Dalfara shot blocked by Suma. Klein facing some pressure. Gets it back to Dalfara. Dalfara the shot. Some traffic in front. Knocked down. And cleared here by the Lions. Foot race to the puck. And Perry opts to go get the puck. And a penalty coming here. Perry came out to play the puck, and there was a huge collision There's going to be a penalty coming here against the Lions. Perry's definitely a little shaken up there. Jinx is going to the box. It's Lem for the Lions. Eric Lineman, who's had a solid amount of time for Rider this season, 6 games played, is stretching in the Rider penalty box in case Perry has to come out. He's being checked out by the medical staff right now. And I'm interested to hear why Jinx was sent to the box. 10:08 left here in the second. And a good round of applause here for Perry. Looks like he's going to be all right and stay in the game. Meanwhile, the referees are here talking something over. We'll get the official calls. Lem's going to get called for a trip. I don't know what's going to happen with Jinx. It had to be for something after the play. So it's going to be 4-on-4 here for the next 2 minutes. A lot of open ice. Coyne gets hip checked by Suma, able to maintain control. Jinx gets called for unsportsmanlike. As Tiso throws across to the far circle. The shot off the glove of Lajewski. That was Kaufman looking for a second goal on the night. As D'Alto plays back here for Suma. Suma for Teachin. Mark Teachin slaps one from center. And Perry easily corrals that. 9:25 left in the second, minute 21 left of 4-on-4. Face-off win for the Bronx. It's one back to Roy. Roy over for Klein. Played back here to Martin. Martin getting shoved to the near boards. Facing pressure from Klein. Kelly plays back to Suma. The shot and a save by Perry. .104 left of the 4-on-4. Something else I noticed too. TCNJ shots are not. They're throwing it kind of right out of the goaltender, and you know, in a game like this where you're playing a faster team, it might be your best philosophy. However, they could try and place those open shots a little better. As Dugan takes it here. Leland tried to work it past him. And now Rider in the middle of a change. As Dugan looks up, tape pass for Kelly. Kelly looks, throws it across off a stick to the corner. Martin played back for Dugan. Dugan shot off a skate, rebound try, and a pad save. Looks like Perry got a piece there on the initial shot. Rider trying to get it out, and they do. Lajewski going to come out and play it. He'll throw it across for Benny. Benny for Dugan. And Benny on the return, but a good cutout by Evan. Plays in deep. Looking to center it for Evan. Bouncing puck comes to the slot. Martin trying to get it to Hastings off his skate. Kaufman from his own zone. He's going to allow the rush to get set up, and we're back to 5-on-5. Arm is up, and icing is called against Rider. .7:59 left here in the second period. Face-off win for the Lions. Off the shot. Hastings with the shot. Rebound. Scored! Anthony D'Alto camped out by the far post, and we're tied at 1. D'Alto's 8th goal on the season, 22nd point. And we're tied at 1. Good initial shot by Hastings. Perry with a good save. Puck left right by the far post, and D'Alto won the foot race to plot the rebound. And Coach Levin, who hasn't really been fond of the referees all period, trying to make his case once again. Words being thrown around and a high stick here against Rider. I see Coach Levin's point on that icing call. There was very much a lot of indecisiveness on the far side between those two referees and the two that initially called it on the near side. And the puck came from the far side. If there was any indecisiveness, I would think as a referee you're told not to make the call, but nonetheless, game is tied. And maybe the momentum shift the TCNJ needs, as D'Alto continues to play extremely well here in this season. As Kelly punched it off the near boards. Here's Hastings trying to return it for Kelly. Kelly gets it, throws it across. Hastings backhand pass, cut out. Comes loose to Teach in the shot. Nowhere near net. As Sutcher throws it off a skate. And now Hastings with it. Thrown off the stick of Kelly. And this will bounce out. And now a chance for Leland. One-on-one with the goaltender. Leland with the shot. The backhand save. Lajewski. And a little pushing and shoving and some words after the play, and that's not going to fly anymore. Looks like the puck was closed in between Lajewski's pads when they blew the whistle, and then it came loose after a collision. Face-off to come near side. Quinn and Anderson. It's a face-off win for Quinn. One back to Dalfara, stick in front. And a tangle up there. Klein to the corner. Shove delivered there by Benny. And he's able to play across to Anderson. Off the near boards, Dalfara able to key. Comes loose. Looking to center. Vidusik trying to get it over to Lem. It's still not out. Comes past the blue line. Ryder resetting. Benny able to glove it down. And now Anderson will throw it off the end board. Played back for Kaufman on a block. Here comes Lem. Backhand try. Stick save for Perry. Kaufman able to exit the puck from the Ryder zone. Benny looking up, trying to throw it up for Lem. And icing is called here against the Lions. Unable to connect on that pass. 5:53 to go in the second period. We're tied at 1. Shots on goal, 23-14 overall. 8-7 in the period in favor of TCNJ. Face-off win. Played back. Tiso shot blocked. Trying to send it out. Good glove down. Backhand try for Evan blocked. That was Coyne on the initial attempt. And now Benny throwing off the boards for Lem. And he will laser it off the far boards down towards the end board. And looking to send it up is Coyne. Deflection by Tiso. And now Evan through the circle. Cantelmo goes down in the corner. Tiso able to work back to the point. Jared Roy with the shot. Blocked in front by D'Alto. Fall to the ice. A shot. Saved by Lajewski as it got through to him, but he's able to make the stop. Leonard over for D'Alto. D'Alto looking to center for Leonard. Coyne in deep in his own end. Throws it off the near glass. It's going to come back to Cantelmo. Cantelmo missing on the pass attempt. Opens up a chance for Waleko. Waleko looking to throw it across off the stick of Dalfara. Dalfara for Coyne. This will be chipped past the net. And now Dugan with it. Dugan, far side, kicked over by Jinx and sent right back down. Lajewski leaving for Cantelmo. Able to play over for Kelly. He will float this out, but it goes into the Ryder bench. Faceoff will come back in the TCNJ zone. 4:08 left in the second. Still tied at 1. Face-off win for the Bronx. Jinx able to send it in past the red line. Klein over for Guy Warowski. Back to the point. Dalfara shots on traffic. Save Wojcicki. Jamming at it. And they say no goal. Well, it's like the puck was stuck in the blue paint. Face-off will come to the right of Lajewski. It's a face-off win for the Lions. Suma off the face-off win. Looking to go alone here. Leland with a shove. Guy Warowski picking it up, able to play back for Dalfara. Winds it around. Kelly trying to play it back in deep. And this will be sent up. This is going to be a foot race. Teachin, though, gets to the puck. Able to play it up to center. Kelly for Dan Martin. Martin a bit inhibited. He gets checked into the boards. Puck stuck in the corner. Lions come out with it. Trying to work back to the point for Kelly. Suma trying to chip it up the slot. And now taken away here by the Bronx. Could be a 2-on-1. Dalfara, slap shot, scored! Mike Dalfara with a great slap shot off the block, turned into a 2-on-1, and he took matters into his own hands, top shelf, 2-1 Rider. Dalfara's goal with 2:57 left in the second. Kaufman looking to throw it across. Lajewski trying to send towards net. It gets past the cage. And this will be sent down. Arm is up. Icing called against the Bronx. Good hustle there by Tiso. Was initially about 2 steps behind Benny, and he made that very, very close. 2:36 left in the second. Riders taking the lead back. Face-off win for the Bronx. Up to Waleko, plays it through a defender and gets it to Tiso. Tiso from the circle, backhands it on, blocked by Dugan, and he will cover up. .221 to go in the period. Shots on goal, 11-8 now in favor of Rider in the period. 27-14 overall. Puck wound around off the face-off win. Coin off the glass. Martino plays toward the blue paint there, and looks like Lee was in on that as well. Comes out to the point. Coin surveys. The shot goes wide. Lajewski trying to kick it along, and TCNJ could use a clear here. Lem trying to play it past, but great pressure here from the Bronx as D'Alto backhands across for Benny. And now D'Alto up for Lajewski. Lajewski for Lem. Tries to work it past the defender, but it was only a clear down as TCNJ in the middle of a change. Sent down, arm up, icing called against the Bronx. .128 left here in the second period. You can see how aggressive this game has progressively gotten. And I didn't expect anything less. I mean, this is a arm up icing called here against the Bronx again. You know, this isn't a league game, but region games count just as much. There's a significant importance to these, just like league games are when you're playing in both the teams' home rinks. I mean, that's as good of a rivalry as it gets. It's like Jets-Giants playing in MetLife. It's the same exact thing, although as bad as those two teams are, it's a bad analogy. As this comes to the circle, thrown in the corner. Shot sent towards net, patted away by Lajewski. 50 seconds left in the period. Hastings trying to play across for Kelly. It's past him, and Jinx will just throw it down. Icing is called here against the Bronx. .42.4 seconds left here in the period. I guess Lakers-Clippers would be a better analogy of home arena / your home site with two competitive teams. Perry having a little trouble with his helmet. He's fixing the problem, and we'll get back to play here as D'Alto will take the face-off against Leland. Leland with the face-off win. This played in deep, and now Rider looking to break out. Klein looks up, plays across for Leland, and Martino was offside. Face-off will come here near side. 32.3 seconds left here in the period. And they'll switch it to far side as Leland will take it against D'Alto again. Face-off win for Leland. One to the blue line. Klein able to work it in the TCNJ end. Now teaching across for Lajewski, trying to find Lem. And another icing call. This time it's against the Lions. 22.4 left in the period. Still a 1-goal lead for the Bronx. Face-off win. D'Alto back for teaching. And I'm trying to just get it clear here if you're the Lions. This comes back loose. The shot deflection goes wide. That was Evan in front. The shot came from Tiso initially. Maybe one last chance here for the Lions. Lajewski's just going to throw it into the corner. And that's going to do it for the second period. Rider with a 2-1 lead through the first 40 minutes of play. Lions tied it at the 7:52 mark left in the period. Anthony D'Alto's rebound goal evened it up, but responding right back where the Bronx about 5 minutes later. The goal from Mike Dalfara. Dalfara's fourth goal on the season, 13-point, is the difference maker right now. Definitely a much better period, I thought, from TCNJ. Initially, they were slow out the gate. Once again, trying to get rushes going and trying to throw some passes across. But they started to get more and more pressure on Perry as the period went along, and that may have been due to the help of the power play that they had. Allowed them to open the ice up a bit more. Maybe the 4-on-4 also helped them, despite the open ice probably more benefiting Rider. But nonetheless, one player we do have to credit. Mike Lajewski's made a couple really nice saves. And you have to credit the defense for the majority of the game so far. They've been cutting out any rebound chance, and that's good communication between the goaltender Lajewski and the defenseman Teachin, Benny, Dugan, whoever's back there. Lajewski's definitely kept them in this game, no question about it. The score could be a lot worse, more dealing with the first period than the second, but that was a good response by TCNJ. When the lineup came out today and I saw Hannigan going out there with Leonard and D'Alto, I really liked the combination first off, and I thought they could do some interesting things. In that goal, though, it was kind of a mix between the Hastings-Anderson-Lem line, as they were in the middle of kind of changing, and then D'Alto came on and camped himself really well by that far post to put the puck in. But, as always, the way Rider plays, whenever they give up a goal, it doesn't matter if they're up 6 in the game, they're down 3 in the game, or it's a close 1-goal game like this. They're going to take that goal as if they personally caused that goal, and they're going to come back, they're going to hit you hard, they're going to play fast. And if you're not careful, any costly turnover could turn into an odd man rush. And there's a lot of quality shooters on this team. Dalfara is one of the top defensemen who shoot the puck that I've seen in a couple years. Dalfara's been here a couple years now with Rider. I've seen him play a couple games. We know his ability to tee up a slap shot. He took matters into his own hands in order to make the difference right now, but we still have 20 minutes to play. Lions down 1 here in this home matchup for Rider. We will see if TCNJ can climb back in once again or if Rider will pull away. The only way to find out is right here on Lions Hockey Live, your home for TCNJ Ice Hockey all season long. We'll be back with the third period of action in just a little bit. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. It's sure to be a good one. And we are back here live, third period of action between the Bronx and the Lions. 2-1 the score in favor of Rider as we head to the third period. Cody Decker here with you for Lions Hockey Live. We thank you for joining us for some Friday night hockey. A lot of last weekends of the semester for a lot of teams around the ACHA. And this is the second to last game of the semester for both teams. Both teams will head back to the ice tomorrow. TCNJ will be back here at home for a date with Monmouth, while Rider travels to Fred Rust Arena to take on the University of Delaware tomorrow. Should be a really good matchup there from Newark, Delaware. Some unfinished business here, though. Still 20 minutes to play in regulation. And a face-off win by the Lions, and we are underway for the third frame. Hastings trying to lift the stick of Sucher, and now looking to break out are the Bronx. Shot blocked to the end board. Guy Warowski able to play in deep. Gets past the stick of Sucher. Back to the point. The shot blocked in front. And this comes right to Hastings. Hastings able to play across. But the Lions are offside. Said Martin was just a bit off the line there in receipt of that pass. Anderson on the face-off win for Dugan. He will chip it into the near side corner. Dalfara able to play across now for Tiso. That will go into the scorer's table. Looks like our official scores are all right. And the face-off will come to the near side, to the left of Lajewski. We're 46 seconds into this third period. Face-off win for the Lions. Dugan able to play across for Benny. Benny off of Lajewski, kept in here by the Bronx. Waleko off the far boards. TCNJ could use a clear. Benny losing his stick, and he hops off. As Jinx will play this in deep. Dugan on the retrieval deep in his own zone. Lajewski trying to play up for Lem, who was trying to get a head start down ice. Shot, pad save for Lajewski on TJ Evan. To the blue line, Coyne. Trying to get it up the far side, has Tiso in deep. Tiso surveys, plays back for Kaufman. Across for Coyne, the shot. Stick save Lajewski, gloved by Tiso, trying to put it in. Still loose in the slot, and it goes wide into the corner. Suma trying to go up to Kaufman, intercepted here by Anderson. Anderson will fire it around. Kaufman first to it, able to play back to his defense partner, Coyne. Return pass for Kaufman. They look to set up here. Off the skate of Krugliak. Played in the near side for Coyne. Coyne up ice for Martino. Off the stick of Klein. Chipped ahead by Suma. And now Suma again able to get the puck out. This comes loose. Broski's shot blocked. Off the skate of Martino. Goes loose to the circle. Looking to center for Coyle. Unable to get a clean shot off. That was Broski on the pass attempt. We didn't see much of this line in the second period. Krugliak, Coyle, and Broski. Here's Teachin, able to play up for Broski. Off of him. And intercept here. Sean Leonard with it. Leonard looks, no look pass in deep for D'Alto. D'Alto gets pinned to the boards. Leonard makes a defender miss, but the puck taken away by Quinn. TCNJ trying to keep pressure here. D'Alto trying to throw it towards the slot. Leonard comes with the puck here. Played back to Teachin. The shot saved by Perry. Hannigan in deep for D'Alto. Surveys return pass. It comes out to Leonard. And there is Suma able to play up for Hannigan. Up the circle. D'Alto in deep. Surveys looking to center for Leonard. Cut out. Teachin up for D'Alto. Circling the shot. Glove save for Perry. D'Alto looking to go top shelf there. And D'Alto gets hit to the boards. Suma able to keep in, and he gets it up for Leonard. Good pressure here from this line. Taken away by Roy. Teachin able to keep, and he'll throw it right back in deep. Nobody there, though, and Ruggiero able to clear this out. Guy Warowski with speed, getting to the puck. Down the TCNJ end. Gets hit by Teachin. Leonard trying to play to the corner, even though nobody was really there. And now Leland loses the puck. Klein working it with Leland in deep. Jinx going to throw it around the boards. Teachin going to play back for Suma. Suma up for Hannigan, trying to work it past the defender. Hannigan's been out there a little while. As Teachin's pass intercepted, goes loose to the circle. Tiso with the shot. And looks like a pad save there for Lajewski. This comes to Dalfara. His shot blocked by Suma. Comes loose to Tiso. Another shot corralled by Lajewski. And he wasn't really able to truly corral that. Looking for the give and go there was Klein and Leland. Tiso with good pressure. Played back to the point, Dalfara. Off the board. D'Alto looking up. Looking to saucer it over to Hannigan. Hannigan really needs to come out, and he's going to go make his change. Shot the other way. Gloved up by Lajewski, and he will hold on. 14:46 to go in the third period. 2-1 Rider lead. Shots are 30-15 in favor of the Bronx. Martin chased out of the circle, and it's a face-off win for Rider. Shot bouncing goes wide for Coyne. Good pressure here from the Bronx. In deep with it, good takeaway by Benny, trying to throw it off the boards. Not enough on that, though. And Vidusic will be able to clear this out to neutral ice. Good touch pass. Waleko up for Evan, trying to work past the defender. He gets tripped up, and there's a penalty coming here against the Lions. Martin going to the box. The official call is hooking. And this will be the first power play for Rider in this game. Last penalty to TCNJ was a coincidental, and it was 4-on-4. Power play for Rider, 22%. The penalty kill for TCNJ, 88%. Able to work it up here, trying to get it to D'Alto, and that deflects into the Rider bench. Face-off will come in the neutral zone here. .14:01 left here in the third period. Face-off win for the Bronx. Tiso looking to start the rush here. Plays it back for Coyne. Return pass for Tiso. Goes through the legs of Quinn. And Benny's able to clear this out. Tiso up for Evan. Across for Waleko. Comes to the corner. Quinn trying to work it past Benny. Puck kind of stuck in the corner. Benny in there along with D'Alto. And a tangle up away from the play. Benny able to play it over to Dugan, and Dugan clears. 50 seconds left on the penalty to Martin as we hit the 12-minute mark, 13-minute mark rather, left here in the third. Coyne, no-look pass over to Klein. Klein trying to work past the defender, able to play it up to Lee. Lee, back to the point. Cross-ice pass, the shot off the side of the net. Rider thought that was in. That shot came from Dalfaro, looking for a second tally. Cross, Dalfaro, slap shot again, deflection goes wide. And a penalty coming here against the Bronx. Their power play is going to end. This will be worked out. It's touched up. It's a hooking call. And the Lions will successfully kill that penalty 4-on-4 for the next 10 seconds before TCNJ's second power play of the game. Currently 0 for 1. 12:23 left here in the period. Face-off win for Kelly. Hastings plays back to Teachin. Closing in is Dugan. The shot. Pad save for Perry. Teachin off the glass. Gets it in deep for Hastings. Surveys. Plays it back. Dugan. The shot. Glove save for Perry. And now a power play chance for TCNJ. 1:43 left on their second chance in the game. Rider has 30 shots on net now to TCNJ 17 in the game. Face-off win for Rider and an easy clear. Lajewski leaving it for Teachin. And the unit's going to get set. Teachin over for Dugan. Dugan trying to play out to D'Alto. Deflected by a stick and sent right back down. Teachin going to start it up again here. Looking for some help. Gets it across to Dugan. Dugan will wind it around. And another clear by the Bronx. Minute left on the power play. Teachin looking to start it again. He's going to laser one all the way around. Coyne looking for a clear. Hastings with the takeaway, centers it, trying to get it to Teachin. The shot, saved by Perry, rebound chance. Went wide of the net, and Rider's able to work this puck out. They're going to allow both teams to change. It'll be an offensive zone face-off for TCNJ. 11:03 left in the period, 39 seconds left on the penalty to Leland. Face-off win for the Bronx. But a good takeaway here from D'Alto. We're going to send it back. Suma with the shot. Some traffic in front. Comes loose to the circle. Worked away by Waleko, but Kelly's back on it. Played back to Benny. His shot goes wide. Suma trying to crash in. No look shot. Nowhere near the net as Kelly sends across for Benny. Benny to the circle for Suma. His shot blocked by Coyne. Suma trying to work it with D'Alto here. D'Alto, look, sends it back to the point. Kelly with the shot. Scored! With 1 second left on the power play, J.P. Kelly ties it up. So the power play now 1 for 2 for the Lions. And that's a big goal at that. Close to the halfway point here in the third. Lajewski up for Anderson. Anderson looking, plays back to Cantelmo. His shot blocked. Looking to play it up. It comes to Benny. And they wind it around. Officially, 10 minutes left now here in regulation. Game tied at 2. The latest goal coming from J.P. Kelly on the power play. Martino looks around, plays to the point for Jinx. His shot goes wide. Benny off the stick of Anderson. Comes back to Roy. Roy across for Jinx. Jinx back to Roy. Suma and Dialto get the assists. Possible 2-on-1. Good cut out there by Cantelmo, and a second pass attempt was cut out by Benny. Benny trying to get it to Hannigan. Ryder trying to tilt the ice back. As Martin regains his balance, plays off the boards, glove down by Roy, and this worked out. To center. Dalfara. Good speed, poked away by Teachin. And now Hannigan is just going to float this over across, but nobody there in the Navy jersey. As Reguero plays this down. And Teachin will retrieve it back deep in the zone end. Playing across to Cantelmo. Trying to dig the puck out, but it comes back out to the point. Shot blocked. And Hannigan will send it back towards center. Dalfara across for Reguero. So he's sent down. Teachin's there. And they'll play up for Hannigan off his skate. And the Lions get it back out to center again. Ryder looking to get a change. Teachin across for Suma. Plays it up to Dialto. He's just going to float it in deep. Now looking to go in transition. Guy Warowski trying to work through a couple defenders. Good cut out there by Suma. Up in the air, up for grabs. Hastings able to back one across, trying to find Kelly. Off the stick of Martin. And a good poke check by Martin here as Kelly plays it off one of the Rider players. And the face-off will come in the neutral zone. Center ice to be exact. 7:45 left in the period. We're tied at 2. The face-off win for Ryder. Played over to the circle. Gawrowski the shot, and he scored! Well drawn up there by DJ Sucher and Guy Warowski. Sucher just pushed the puck up off the face-off, and he knew exactly what he wanted to do. Working with Guy Warowski, they had a 2-on-1, and Guy Warowski with an absolute laser. Top right corner. 3-2 game. Riders got the lead back. .738 left here in the third period. Icing call here against the Bronx. Anderson to take the face-off here near side against Evan. It's a face-off win for Evan. One back to Roy. They're sent up ice, trying to find Waleko, but it gets past him all the way down to Lajewski, and he will cover up. 7:22 left in the third period. Shot out the face-off, saved by Lajewski. Shot came from Tiso. That's one thing TCNJ has had a little bit of fits with. Shot there off the side of the net for Waleko. Is when they score a goal, they seem to get, I guess they feel like satisfied that, you know, they score the goal, and they kind of back off a little bit. They need to figure out a way to get back on the gas pedal. Shot there, loose in the slot. Comes wide. And Evan will work it around. Need to keep the same level of energy as you would play if you were up like 3 goals. As Dugan plays up across. Shot there, loose in the slot. Also blocked. That one by Jinx. And now Waleko looking to take it up himself here. Sends it to the corner. Shoveled across. Guy Warowski back to the point. Alfara's shot goes wide. Ruggiero able to float it in deep. Dugan to the corner, trying to work it here with Teachin. Benny for Dugan. Dugan over for Leonard, trying to throw it off the far boards. That's sent towards net. It's gloved by Lajewski, and he will play it out to Teachin. Suma trying to work through the defender, trying to work this with Coyle. This will come back out to the point, but it's going to be taken by Leland. 2-on-1 possibly for Rider. Shot by Leland goes wide. Guy Warowski in deep. Has Leland. Leland trying to play back, but nobody home. Perry leaves it behind his cage. Line change for Rider. As this is sent down. Arm up. Icing called against the Bronx. .5:19 remaining in the third period. Rider still with a 1-goal lead. Shots now 33-19 in favor of the Bronx. Face-off win for Kelly. Martin plays back to Teachin. Kelly in deep for Hastings, trying to send it back over to Martin. The pass blocked. Hastings trying to play to the point, but it's taken away by Klein. That's actually Lee working out to Klein, playing it across the shot. What a glove save by Lajewski. 3-on-1 possibility. And the right play was made on Dylan Quinn's shot, but Lajewski slides over and makes a really good save. 5 minutes even left here in the period. It's a big save by Lajewski to keep this game in striking distance. Shot off the face-off, corralled by Lajewski. That's Kaufman on the shot. Kelly to take the face-off in a 12v12 here. Evan on the face-off win. Shot by Kaufman goes wide. Coyne looking to play it across off the stick of Dugan. And Kelly looking up now, trying to float it across. And a good snatch there by Tiso. And now Benny will play across for Dugan. Return pass for Benny. Benny up for Kelly. Went behind him, though, off the skate of Hastings. And taken away by Coyne. Able to work up for Evan. Played back, but intercepted by Martin. And he'll play back for Dugan. Dugan trying to get it to Benny. And could be a costly turnover here. Here's Kelly. Forward back in. Scored! J.P. Kelly's second goal of the game, and we're tied at 3. Unbelievable. You never see that type of mistake from Rider. So close to their defensive zone, but right there. J.P. Kelly, right place, right time, had a step on the defense. Forehand, backhand. And we just have 4 minutes left in regulation, folks. This sent down. Teachin. Able to wind across. Back to the blue line. Jinx to the far circle. The shot blocked in front. And Anderson looking to work this puck out. Able to play up for Lem. Lem trying to get it to D'Alto. And now Rider looking to go the other way. Leland trying to work it past Suma. Guy Warowski in deep. Gets Sucher. And played back now for Jinx. Good move by Jinx. The shot blocked in front by Suma. Loose. Still loose in the slot. Now Teachin comes away with it. Teachin flutters it up for D'Alto. He's just going to play it out to the neutral zone. Lem with the puck. Pushes it across for D'Alto. Far side. In deep. Now Jinx will take it. Both teams making changes. 20th shot on net for TCNJ. Ties the game. This puck deflects in deep. Benny will wind it around. Touched up by Hastings. Comes back to the Rider zone. Ruggiero across. For Dalfara. Hastings swing and a miss on the shot attempt. Comes back now to Benny. He'll play across for Dugan. Dugan across for Benny. Benny looking to work it up to Hastings. Benny for Dugan again. Trying to go at it again, but nobody up there except for Dalfara, who plays it across. Quinn tries to get past the defender. Goes off the skate of Benny, and now looking to go in is Martino. Drops it back to Dalfara. The shot. Some traffic in front, but it went wide. 2:10 left here in the third. No icing here. Dalfara trying to work out the far side. Martino cross ice pass. Unable to connect with Tiso. A big hit laid there by Ruggiero on D'Alto. This sent towards net, and Lajewski will cover it up. 1:48 to go in the third. Shots on goal, 35-20 Rider. Game tied at 3. Whew. Good one here tonight. As off the face-off win for TCNJ, Lem tried to work it through the legs of Coyne. Rider on a quick takeaway. Sent up for Tiso from the circle. Tiso shot, save Lajewski. Lem over to the far side. Coach Duca telling his team to get over there. Shot, saved by Lajewski. On Mike Kaufman, and that's Andrew Lem who fell to the ice. He might have got a piece of that shot, but he's clearly shaken up. Minute 25 to go in the third period. TCNJ's got to find a way to match Rider's speed here. Give it all you got here in the last minutes of regulation. As Dugan plays across for Teachin. Teachin return pass for Dugan. Up for Hastings. Hastings looks, throws it across for Kelly. Kelly will dump in. Martin able to center for Hastings. Hastings looking, maybe trying for the wraparound, decides not. Teachin with the shot, blocked in front by Leland. He's able to work this up. Here's David Lee, one-on-one, and he scores. The block shot off of Teachin's chance turns into the one-on-one opportunity. And Lee takes advantage. 4-3 Rider, 53 seconds left here in the period. And Coach Duco's going to call his timeout. For David Lee, that's his second goal on the season, 7th point. And nonetheless, I mean, Teachin can beat himself up all he wants about throwing that shot towards net, but you got to give credit to Rider. Again, they're fast. Anytime there's a broken play like that, they usually jump right on the puck and get the opportunity to take it the other way. And It's just great positioning defensively by Rider to jump right back into the rush. But now with 53 seconds, if you're TCNJ, you need the face-off win, and you need to pass cleanly. If you want to dump the puck in and then pull Lajewski and go and take a chance, if I'm Coach Duco, I say do it. So we'll see what he decides to do. D'Alto's got to do the job first, and he doesn't, as Tiso is going to shovel that down. 45 seconds left. Dugan up for Hastings. He will chip this up, and now Hastings looking to go. Kelly able to stay onside. D'Alto off the skate of Kelly. Gets it over to Dugan, the shot, but it goes wide. Shot by Teach and goes wide. Lajewski's out. Extra attacker on. 22 seconds remaining. And Leland just jumped on the puck right there. And Coach Levin is going to call his timeout. 17.8 seconds. The faceoff will come to the left of Perry. Good time to remind you again, tomorrow we'll be back here at Laux. TCNJ going to round out their semester with a Colonial game against Monmouth. 8:30 p.m. puck drop. Back here tomorrow on Lions Hockey Live. It's amazing. We're going to say farewell to hockey in 2019. It's going to be 2020 when we come back. Crazy. Start of a new decade. And as far as TCNJ is concerned, could try and sneak out their 11th win here, or if everything holds, they'll go into the break with a 10-7-1 record. Again, Lajewski is out. The extra attacker is on for TCNJ. 17.8 seconds remaining in the third. 4-3 Rider. And the linesman chasing a few players back, and they're going to have to reset the clock. 17.8, correct time on the board. Face-off win for Rider. This sent down, it hits off one of the lights. And Tiso is looking to go right on his way to that puck, but the puck's going to stay right back in that circle. 12.9 seconds. Face-off win. Comes off the boards, loose in the circle. Rider just trying to work it out, and they do. 5 seconds, and that's going to do it. Rider in a back-and-forth game like no other. A couple of momentum shifts, but Rider gets the 1-goal win over TCNJ. Tell you what, that's a hard-fought effort. Both sides. TCNJ fell 2-0 in the first meeting. They respectfully are going to take a 4-3 defeat. And, you know, you got to tip your hat due to the fact that, like I said, as the early part of this game was going along, I didn't know if TCNJ was really going to generate much of anything. They only had 6 shots in the first period. They only had 20 in the game overall. But nonetheless, they, despite their lack of offensive chances, really took advantage of, one, a costly mistake by Rider that you, again, hardly ever really see them make with the third goal for TCNJ that tied it. But other times, TCNJ was able to get pressure to Perry. Couple initial shots. They buried a rebound chance. Kelly was able to work through the slot on his first goal, power play goal. And again, this is, and I'm not saying that I agree or disagree with the ranking system, but this difference being 13 spots between Rider and TCNJ, unfortunately for TCNJ, kind of proved itself. Rider's a team right now who just picked up their 12th win on the season. They're 12-5. They are absolutely not getting their way in division play. So Rider is more than likely going to have to play their way through the rankings into the regional tournament. That's just my prediction. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Based on the way Rowan and Penn State have played, and then you have Liberty on the other side and Delaware on the other side, the league is just so tight-packed. I don't know if Rider's a team that can make a statement in the MAC tournament, but we're going to have to find that out come February. In due time, they still have 12 wins in 17 games. And as tough as this game proved to be, they're going to be playing University of Delaware tomorrow in Fred Rust Arena. And I'm going to be keeping my tabs on that game, that's for sure. Delaware's been having a really good season. They started really fresh out of the gate. And Rider, just like today, has the ability to make these gutsy wins come to fruition. And today was another example of that. They certainly didn't play perfectly. They made some mistakes, but TCNJ made just as many mistakes that caused some of the Rider goals. So, on the TCNJ front, what I can say as a positive is, again, they competed. They always do. They always find their way to stay in the game regardless of how badly they're getting outshot or, the lack of chances that they get offensively or defensively if they're not playing as well in man-to-man situations. Through all that, they still compete in these games. And with a game that's as hyped up as this one is, playing in the same home rink as your opponent, you have to tip your hat to them. This is a good sign for TCNJ. Even though they lost the game, this only being a one-goal loss and being just the way they played this game and fought hard, that's going to be a positive going down the line. And you have to be proud of the way you played going into a matchup tomorrow against Monmouth where you really should have the upper edge. But if you remember back in the first matchup, TCNJ came out the gate slow, and it took them time to put goals up on Monmouth. So we'll see if that's the same case tomorrow, because I know the Hawks are in a situation where they're currently in 9th place in the Colonial. If they want to climb back in and try and get to the spot for that 6th spot, they need to try and rack up some wins. And it's got to start tomorrow, or it's going to be too late for Monmouth to climb back in. Meanwhile, for TCNJ, opportunity tomorrow to, I think they can potentially tie Penn tomorrow. I'm not sure if Penn had a game today. But nonetheless, they do have a couple games in hand. You want to rack up as many points as possible. And we'll see if they can do that tomorrow in their 11th game in league play. And the Lions, due to the switch in the decision with the Penn game, have not lost a game in regulation in the Colonial. So we'll see how that plays out tomorrow. Lions, Hawks, final game of the semester here from Laux tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. puck drop, and you can catch it right back here on Lions Hockey Live. And that just about does it here for this Friday night hockey edition here of Lions Hockey Live. We thank you for tuning in. Another special thank you to the College of New Jersey president, Dr. Foster. She was an excellent guest during the interview. She had some really good hockey insight and insight about how the college is continuing to, progress, how club sports affect the college, and how they're such an integral part of the culture. She was a great interview. She's welcome anytime here as a color commentator. I think she'd be great. So that's going to do it. We'll see you back here tomorrow for the Lions and the Hawks. This is Cody Decker signing off from Laux Ice Center. Have a great night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.